नमः समयसाराय स्वानुभूत्या चकासते चित्स्वभावाय भावाय सर्वभावान्तरच्छिदे। The role of a teacher in a student's life is only that the prior gets the latter introduced to the immense ocean of knowledge lying hidden within. Once the student gets a glimpse of the droplet from the ocean in the form of self-realization, he embarks on the incredible journey of finding the whole ocean in the form of soul-searching. This is but the ultimate voyage of all. In Indian tradition, mandatory emphasis is placed on the importance of the right teacher in a student's evolution. That's why the place of the Guru has been given even more importance than anyone else in the cosmos. On the journey of exploring our souls, we will observe how our teacher plays the role of the right coach and how he gradually steers our attention and intention in such a way that we feel motivated to dive within. As Acharya Kund Kund says next, I am one, I am unique, I am absolutely pure, I am of the nature of knowledge and perception. I am eternally incorporeal. Hence, not only even an atom is alien to me, but also any other living being is not related to me. As soon as we get the gist of this teaching, we feel blissful. It is as if we have found the long-lost precious diamond, the very base of our existence that tells us that the God we know as Parmeshwar is actually our very own absolute soul. In the context of our being of the nature of knowledge, we see that gaining knowledge can be seen in two ways. Firstly, something happens in our surroundings that lifts layers from our conscience and we step into the light from the darkness. Secondly, the light is already there in us that gets illumined when the layers of ignorance get affected through a specific occurrence in our surroundings. In the Indian philosophy of Jainism, the latter is said to be true. This is how we are of the nature of knowledge. Okay, before we move further, let us pause here to ponder about other living beings and try to analyze if they too are of the nature of knowledge or not. Look around, observe your pet or that plant for that matter, and analyze if the pet has some kind of knowledge or not, and if that plant knows or is able to learn something or not. It may take us years to realize that even our pets are the manifestations of the same life force as us. This is how an Indian scientist like Jagdish Chandra Bose invents a device like a crescograph that can prove that even plants are conscious beings who feel pain and happiness. He must have realized something that led him to invent something like a crescograph. Even through our experiences, we will conclude even immovable plants and trees are equipped with the knowledge of basic survival because we notice that not only they react to the touch, but also if something is kept to prevent their growth, they change the path of their growth and adapt accordingly. This is how the creepers search for a support to climb. And despite having a less developed brain, even our pets have the knowledge to express their hunger, fear, and other emotions of joy and depression. Hence, we conclude that not only the most developed human beings, but also every being is of the nature of knowledge, which can be explored through the mediums of the senses that specific animal has. Phew, interesting and tough at the same time, isn't it? Today we deviated a bit from the topic because somehow it is also necessary to keep other souls in mind on the path of gaining the right knowledge, as it cultivates respect for all life forms in our hearts, which is an absolute requirement to evolve spiritually. To strengthen the teaching of absolute non-violence and to learn to respect all life forms no matter how underdeveloped they are, let us quote today's teaching again. Just like me, Every soul is one, unique, absolutely pure, and of the nature of knowledge and perception. Every soul is eternally incorporeal too, as much as I am. The difference between humans and other lesser developed beings lies in the degree of evolution. They have equal chances to evolve, just as I have equal chances to either evolve further or devolve. This is why, friends, ancient Indian teachers are called soul scientists. And even today, Indian scientists keep that spiritual angle in mind whenever they search for the secrets of the universe. They are aware that truth remains incomplete if it has no respect for other life forms and souls. Returning to today's topic, the importance of a guru on the spiritual path. The second unique quality of the right teacher, which emerges from today's teaching itself, is that he does not pamper us by soothing sentences like, "You need not worry, child, I am here for you." He doesn't tell us that he can do something for our evolution or that some higher supreme being can emancipate us. Rather, he introduces us to the path and conveys with surety that by walking on the right path, we can achieve the state of the pure soul. Now, there are two primary key takeaways from today's teachings. One, a good teacher never imposes his teachings on us. He gives us space and time to have our own experiences so that we can find our own truth. Two, on our journey of evolution, we learn to respect each life form because just like us, every soul is special and unique and trying to figure out life according to its place on the evolutionary ladder. Let us now move on to the last segment of our lecture, which is meditation. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Gradually relax each muscle and joint of your body. Calm your mind and ponder. Godhood is not about controlling anyone's destiny or actions. It is about knowing that I am of the nature of knowing and perceiving. Hence, in the real sense, all my emotions are alien to me. At a deeper level, I am not the experiencer of whatever I go through or feel. I am only the knower of my emotions, desires, and dilemmas. During my present lifetime, I choose discriminative knowledge, which is real spirituality. I choose to access my supreme soul. The soul, in its purest state, is the God soul. You may open your eyes whenever you are ready. I take your leave, friends. See you soon. Take care. Goodbye.